Okay friends, so in this lecture we will start by creating a Linux Centos machine on Amazon. This machine will be used to install and configure PowerMTA on it. You may be wondering why I am choosing AWS or Amazon Web Services. Simply, in our planet we have three leading companies. We have Microsoft Azure Cloud, we have Google Cloud, and Amazon Web Services. These are the three main leading companies when providing web services. We have a lot of awesome other companies like DigitalOcean, like HostWind, whatever companies. We have a lot of companies that provides VPS services, but Amazon is the best when it comes to building your SMTP server, simply because it allows the SMTP ports by default, while in Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud this will be blocked and you need to open this manually by contacting the company and so on. So Amazon will allow you to build your SMTP server without any restrictions. And the second thing is that Amazon allows you to add multiple IP addresses for your machine. So you can configure multiple network cards and multiple IP addresses on a machine. This will help us to configure IP rotation. You can use, as an example, Contabo. You can use whatever company that allows this feature. I will explain how to configure the same operation on other companies like DigitalOcean, Contabo, and so on, and later in the course. But the core work will be in Amazon. So let's start by creating a machine in Amazon. Okay friends, so just go to aws.amazon.com, and this is Amazon Web Services. If you don't have an account, please go and sign up. I don't want to waste your time by signing up. It's an obvious operation. Just go, sign up for an account, put your payment and whatever. And what's nice in Amazon, it will give you 1 year free tire account. So you can get free tire machines without paying anything for the first 1 year. After you sign up, just log into the console, sign into the console, and simply go to services, and then in compute section click on EC2 or Elastic Compute. This service allows you to create virtual machines or VPS servers inside Amazon Cloud. Very nice. What I will be doing here is creating a new instance. Just say launch instance. Instance is a machine in Amazon. Very nice. Please here follow up carefully. I will not choose anything from the quick start section. Just go to AWS Marketplace and search for Centos. And go down, don't select the Centos default machines, go down and select Amazon Linux AMI. This allows you to create a managed Centos machine from Amazon. This will really help you a lot when configuring networking. Everything will be automated. If you choose the manual Centos, you will go over the manual operation. It is really a hard job to accomplish. So choose Amazon Linux AMI. And also what's nice, it's free tire eligible. So it's free for the first 1 year. Click select and don't worry about the cost. The software here is totally for free. You'll pay only for the EC2 machine according to Amazon pricing. So click continue. And the second thing you need to do is to choose the instance configuration, the specification of the resources. You can go with the T2 micro machine. Everything will work fine for PowerMTA. You have only 1 CPU and 1 GB of RAM. And it's totally free, so you can test whatever you want. Click next here, configure instance detail. And here we have some details. You don't need to do anything here. Just keep the defaults and click add storage. Here you can see it will give you 8 GB by default. What's nice is you can go with 30 GB, and also it's totally free under the free tire eligible. You can see the note here, 30 GB of free tire eligible in Amazon. Very nice. Click add tags. You don't need to add any tag, just continue to security group. Okay, now this is really very important. I'm getting a lot of questions about configuring security groups in Amazon. To make things simple, if you heard before about firewalls, security group in Amazon is firewall for your machine. Simply, this will allow you to secure your machine. So it will block network ports. You can see by default it allows you to work with SSH to configure your machine remotely using PuTTY as an example, and HTTP will be allowed by default, because if you want to host a website on this machine, you need to open port 80, which is the HTTP protocol port, so you can access your websites. In our case, we will be building an SMTP server, a mail server, which uses port 25, 587 or 465 for SSL connectivity. So if you want to secure your machine, you need to only open your needed ports. So click add rule here and let's say SMTP. So you can see the port here is 25 by default. For SMTP, it will allow you to add this port. You can see the source. You can set from anywhere or from custom. I will say anywhere like this here. So any IP on this world will access this machine using SMTP. Of course, we have credentials and security and PowerMTA. Not anyone can access your SMTP, but I'm talking here about network security. So now you are able to access your SMTP port on your server. If you are willing to use like maybe SMTPS for secure SMTP with port 465, you need also to open it and say anywhere in the same way, or copy this IP. In the same way, if you are willing to use maybe HTTPS protocol to host your websites with SSL, you need to open port 443 and so on. So this part is really very important. If you are just testing and you want to go now with any settings to make things easy for you, just click add rule and say custom TCP rule, and in the port range you can say from 1 to 65,000. So we are opening almost all the ports, and then say anywhere. So now your machine is totally open. Of course, this is not recommended in a real case scenario where you are deploying a real SMTP. But now, just to make things easy, you can open this, you can open all ports and continue, and later on you can just remove this rule. I will show you this later in the course. Click now review and launch, and then click on launch to create this machine. You can see it says select a keeper. If you remember when we got PuTTY SH client, I told you that we have another application called PuTTY generator. If you remember here, we have PuTTY generator. This will be used to generate the secure key, private key to connect to our machine. So here just click create a new keeper and let's name it Centos, whatever, PowerMTA, whatever name you want, key, and click download keeper. This keeper is very important to use when you want to connect your machine. So please keep it in a safe place so you can generate the key to connect your machine later. Click launch instance and that's it. Now Amazon will create your Centos VPS machine for you. Just go here and click on view instances, and you can see this is my new instance here is pending, and now will be running in a little bit. Very simple, I think. Let's give it a name here. Just click on this pencil icon and say PowerMTA Centos. Very nice. Now we have our machine. You can see it's running, and this is our public IP address. Very nice. Please, if you have any question, you need any detail, you have any doubt, I will be here anytime to help you. In the next lecture, we will see how to point our domain that we got from GoDaddy here. My domain here is xmailing in my case. How to point this domain to this machine so we can access our machine using our domain name. So stay tuned and follow up.